This is what you want. Bit wet. Nakakagat. It's for all the moms. Don't include that, editor. Hey, I'm Martin and welcome to Mashups, where, well, special episode to because this one's for all the mamas. So I think instead of just desserts, we're gonna be putting a twist on one of our favorite snacks. Like all your moms, this needs to rest. I just killed the man! Today we're gonna be doing a twist on one of my favorite snacks, just the corn dog. Usually, batter lang siya. Mapapansin nyo, it's like a big hot dog, tas parang manipis na batter. But this time, we're gonna do it Korean style. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. And of course, di lang hot dog gagamitin natin. Something perfect for the mamas. So now it's time to make the corn dog. So we're gonna be using 600 grams of all-purpose flour. You can try bread flour, pero syempre, ang effect nun is mas magiging tough yung bread thing niya. So, it's up to you, really. But I'm using all-purpose flour. Yan. The reason why we're doing this first is because we have to rest this for about an hour. Because meron tong yeast. That's another big difference between the regular corn dog and the K-style. Now, some sugar. I won't use the same spoon. And this is gonna be 90 grams of sugar. And ang purpose niya, aside from adding flavor to your batter, is it'll feed the yeast para mas ma-encourage siya to grow. Next is the yeast, 12 grams. So okay lang itong ginagawa ko na kasama siya ng sugar at saka flour. Pero bawal mo siyang itabi sa salt. You can't put yeast and salt together. Especially if you're not even mixing it yet. Because what that will do is, it will stunt the growth. It won't allow your yeast to grow. Papatayin siya. Now this time, we can combine your water with your salt. This one is around 450 ml of water. It's just 400. Okay lang, we'll start with that. Just in case sobra. Yan, 8 grams of salt. Right, mix until it dissolves. Here, we're not gonna use a whisk. Kasi whenever you're mixing something that's super heavy, it tends to like go in the middle of the whisk. I'm gonna use a wooden spatula. Wooden spoon is fine too. I'm gonna put half. Then the rest. You want your dough to be slightly wet. Yan, see? Don't need to super develop the dough. This is what you want. It's hydrated, not really fully developed, but it's fine. We just cover lang natin and let time do its thing. I'm gonna cover it with this. So if you leave it exposed to air, what's gonna happen is there's gonna be a layer of skin and hindi na siya magsistick sa kung ano mang iko-corn dog natin today. Like all your moms, this needs to rest. So maternity shoot muna tayo. Right, so hindi ko pa rin sinasabi yung rason bakit pang Mother's Day itong corn dog natin. It's because of the mashup. Gagawin natin siyang corn dog long-silog. Usually kasi naman pag sinasurprise natin yung moms natin, it's always breakfast. But this time, gawin nating intense yung morning nila by making this breakfast style. So, I have 6 eggs here. Tapos gagawa lang tayo ng super thick, overcooked omelette. So, I'm gonna season it with some salt. You can put pepper if you want. Yan. Right. So lang natin ma-mix yung yolks with egg whites. Over low heat lang tayo since gusto natin makapal tong omelette natin. Some oil. Yan. Para hindi didikit. Okay. Tapos lalagay lang natin to. We'll let this cook slowly here. And one way to do that also is to just cover it para pwede tayo mag super low heat. I'm using mozzarella, store-bought, black. So I'm just cutting it into 1-inch blocks. Let's just set this aside here. Cook the longganisa. I don't want it to be like, di naman natin kailangan na caramelized or anything. Nothing special. We just want it to be cooked since pag kinat ko lang siya, still like raw pieces inside. It's gonna be too mushy. What I'm gonna do is just put water here. Longanisa's in. Right, so we're just kind of boiling it, but not really. For usually yung corn dogs, ginagamitan lang ng barbecue sticks, but this one we're gonna use chopsticks. That's the reason why I need my longanisa fully cooked before skewering it. Now, if I use a skewer, but when I try to coat it, it's just gonna break or bend. It's gonna be hard. So it'll make my life easier. Yeah, so the eggs are done. It's springy, but fluffy. Hindi siya sunog. Thanks for your support. Set it aside. I'm gonna cut this in half when it cools down too. Faraz. Okay, so we'll use this to bread your dough later. And we're gonna just chop it like this big. So I have a thermometer here. I wanna fry my corn dogs at around 140 degrees Celsius. So roughly the same size or thickness as the sausage sana. Good enough. Longganisa, just cut it in half. Right. Okay, so assembly time. What we're gonna do is longganisa, cheese, and then the egg. Here. Cheese. And big cut. Okay, there. So here, for an hour. So what happened here is the yeast grew, kumain siya ng sugar, and it released gases, hence the bubbles, and the alsa. Now it's gonna be super soft and fluffy. Kanina medyo tough, diba? So what I'm gonna do is place it here and kinda roll it. Okay, right. Yan, it's fully coated, super sticky. Gonna grab a handful. Then we're just gonna fry it. Since kailangan pa rin natin ng sweet sa Mother's Day, magko-quickie, quick dessert recipe. 3 ingredients pa rin, don't worry, nothing too fancy, nothing too complicated. Kailangan lang natin ng chocolate, baking chocolate or chocolate chips, whatever is fine, condensed milk, tsaka nuts or cookies or kung anong gusto niyang toppings. Okay? So technically, it's just 2 ingredients. Yan, so this is a 380 or 90 gram can of condensed milk. Just gonna empty it out here. Yan. So, while that's heating up over super low heat once again, meron ako dito ng chocolate that I'll chop. So, gagawin natin parang chocolate candy. Ito naman, gusto natin mangyari, you want the condensed milk to simmer. Here. I think I still have some nuts lying around. Ito, coarsely chopped lang, para obvious pa rin siya when I place it on top. Okay. Again, parchment paper. So, okay na. Medyo na-simmer ko na. All you have to do is pour this onto your chocolate. There you go. Right, so what's gonna happen is the hot condensed milk will melt the chocolate bits here. Mix it. Pangit na tingnan, and then slowly it will turn into like a solid color. See? Ating effort lang. Yeah. Right, so and just really transfer it here. Sariling sound effect. Just gonna tak-tak lang natin ng onte. And top lang natin, then kind of push it to the sides. you still need to put it inside the fridge for at least 15 minutes, 30 minutes. But you know, try my best not to handle it with my hands, especially pag may ibang taong kakain. Wear gloves or wala akong gloves. I'm just gonna try not to touch it so much. Ito, you can just cut it into random shards. It's not gonna be snappy like chocolate. It's gonna be a bit chewy. So ganito yung parang texture niya. See? Super good. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I know you're tired, but happy Mother's Day. Eh? So meron ka ng snack, ng dessert. I prefer dessert. Alam niyo naman. Super good. Made it. I mean, kapag may gagawa for me, I know, I'd be like, oh, nice, thank you. Happy Mother's Day to me. But heard it from me. Medyo hassle siya. It's not for the impatient. Ito, kahit impatient ka, okay sa itong chocolate fudge na to. So, all jokes aside, Happy Mother's Day. I love you to all the moms. Love you, moms. Thank you for working so hard. This has been Mashups. Thank you guys for watching.